Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 4. We are going to do a presentation about the effectiveness of listening study in using YouTube. And the member of this group are Deva Fitri, Eqy Yudha Asgara, Miranda Halomoan, Riche Anggelia, Siti Tazkiyah, and Tsabita Ananda. So let's get started.
In this study, researchers know that listening skills are important in training skills. So the researchers explain how to increase the effectiveness of learning English in practicing listening skills using YouTube as a learning tool. Technology in the world of education is developing rapidly. The delivery of interesting subject matter and educators are expected to be able to convey material effectively so that students can understand the material. This research is expected to help educators and students to be able to see the effectiveness of using YouTube in learning English listening skills.
Introduction. Learning English in this digital era has a position that cannot be underestimated, as we know that English has 4 skills that must be mastered. Those are speaking, writing, listening, and reading. Listening skill is one of the most important things to master because it can support other skills such as speaking and writing. Listening comprehension still gets less attention and it is often underestimated by students and teachers. The reasons that cause listening learning have not been carried out well are the students themselves who rarely practice and listening learning media that have not been used effectively by teachers and students. One of the innovations made to overcome this challenge in this listening comprehension is to change the media used in learning by using YouTube as a tool. Moreover, this will be in line with the current educational concept that use technology alone.
In study literature, according to Hamoda 2013, listening is the most difficult skill compared to other skills in English. Listening skills are an important part of communication and are the basis for learning a second language. Listening is a complex process in which many things happen together inside the mind. Besides being complex, listening is far more difficult than many people can imagine. Listening is the key to all effective communication. Without the ability to listen effectively, there will be misunderstanding in communication. According to Andi Tenrit Ampa 2015, using interactive multimedia in study listening is very effective. Optimizing interactive multimedia will be able to increase student enthusiasm in learning. This interactive media is very easy to find on the internet, and one of the e-learning media in the internet that is suitable for study listening is YouTube. To develop student listening comprehension skill, YouTube is become one of the most common websites in the internet. YouTube can also give them the space to practice and test their listening abilities. One of the activities that can be done on YouTube, such as students being able to listen to real native English speakers and be able to interact with them. And YouTube as a learning media can create interesting, fun, and interactive learning condition and atmosphere. Learning video on YouTube can be used for interactive learning in the classroom, both for students and teachers themselves. According to Marco 2018, the advantages of YouTube as a learning medium are the first. Potentially, YouTube is the most popular site in the internet world today that is able to provide added value to education. Second, practical. YouTube is easy to use and can be followed by all groups, including students and teachers. The third is informative. YouTube provides information about the development of education, technology, culture, etc. And the last is interactive. YouTube facilitated us to discuss or do question and answer and even review a learning video.
Okay, my name is Eqy Yudha Asgara. In these opportunities, I would like to tell you about research methodology. This study used a qualitative descriptive method as a research method. The analysis begins with teaching speaking English using YouTube media. The analysis produced begin with observation and trying to discuss with the official English teacher about the problems that occur at school, especially in English subject. The author tries to provide a solution by changing their way of teaching.
Research finding. The writer finds many advantages and disadvantages of YouTube for teaching speaking in the class that happen during the process of teaching, such as students are more focused to the material on YouTube because it is interesting for them to learn by watching. The students are laughing when watching the video because people who make video in YouTube will make it as interesting as possible to entertain the viewers. The disadvantage that the writer found during the implementation of using YouTube in the class is students are easy to be distracted. Whenever they see popular videos on the home page of YouTube, they want to watch it and make a noise.
Conclusion. In this study, some information related to the effectiveness of using YouTube in learning English has been described. The result of the finding that the researchers got from the research written by Mainawati show the result of using YouTube as a tool for teaching speaking in the lesson could be a good alternative media. Students communicate more expressively as the result of this study, and they don't even have to worry about the phrases they use when speaking. Student ability to comfortably speak English is aided by their ability to imitate native speaker. And the last material is suggestion. The researchers are aware that in this study there are still many shortcomings. The researchers hope that this research can be studied more deeply in further research related to more supporting data and methods. The researchers hope that both teacher and student can use this research as a reference for using YouTube to deliver effectiveness material for listening skill. Okay, we think that enough that what we can convey from our group. Thank you for watching our video presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.